No, CNN, my nigga.
Hey, we live, guys. We live now. Yo, welcome, welcome to the Unlimited Truth. Oh man, the band is back together on this one. All-star cast, and whoever pops in will pop in. Everybody got a link, so hopefully they'll be able to join too. But it's great to be back with friends, and I see the chat already got it started. Snooky Jackson said, "What's up, Unlimited?" And the OG gamers at Xbox. Long time no see.
Shout out to
Let's
the
take it
chat.
to these ponies in the pony box. That's what's up, Snooky. Len said Sony just announced two of their IPs are going to the Switch. Patapon and Everybody's Golf. These are exclusive to the PSP and PlayStation 4.
Mm.
And the homie Two Man said, "What's up?" Yeah, man, what's up?
What's up, Tool Man?
And you know the deal. Before we get started, we got to do our introductions. And you know what? I'm gonna since he was the first one in, I'm gonna start with the number one with the gun. Sega man, introduce yourself.
Man, y'all niggas come right out of a comic book. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man. Back with Unlimited Productions and the Unlimited Truth, man, with my brother E-Rock, the Don King of X, you know what I'm saying? Our brother Tuckmaster. You know what I mean? Coming back here doing another. I'm so glad that Unlimited had got us together. It's been a while. I cannot wait to chop up game with Brother Unlimited. I told Brother Unlimited, if I'm working, if I'm not working, I'm gonna be there because I support my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? I support his channel and I support everything he does, man, because he's always on fire, bro. So it's great to be here with you again, Unlimited, Tuck, and Brother E-Rock, man. It feels like old times, baby. We got to get into these topics, man, and things that you want to talk about, man, because we got it. We got to speak about it, man. We got to speak about some of these fools out here and things that are going on out here, man. So good to be here, brother Unlimited. Thank you, my brother.
Oh man, it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. What's up, Shizno Elite? I also see Shizno Elite popped in. But yeah, we're gonna have a great show today. And next up, man, the host of the Lions Den podcast, who's now a political commentator on the side, I just found out. Tuckmaster, introduce yourself.
Hey, how everybody doing, man? This is your boy DJ Tuckmaster 785. I can't stand ponies, and I know they can't stand me. So let's just get this damn show to rolling. So because we got a lot to say tonight. Damn.
No, yeah, absolutely. And last but not least, so far, my big brother in the game, the artist formerly known as E-Rock X. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's good to be back with the old squad, man. We haven't done a podcast since the slaves was freed, so we back, man. We going to do what we do, man. Talk about gaming because gaming is great. Gaming is fantastic, and as my good friend, my number one with a gun, Sega Man 101 always says, we eating good over here, man. We are eating good, and gaming is great. And man, it's a great time to be a gamer. I don't know what all the discourse, the negative discourse, and I don't even listen to all that stuff no more, man. If you're not enjoying gaming, that's a you problem. Over here, we enjoying gaming. So, man, let's go. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and you know, today's show is going to be all about the games, all about the games, all about the games, because 2025 has been a fantastic. Like we're April's next week. So that kind of shows you how time is moving. But these first 3 months, I thought were absolutely just nothing but great game after great game so far. But first and foremost, this one's probably particularly special to E-Rock and I because we've told you guys forever, being huge fans of the Assassin's Creed franchise, that Assassin's Creed Shadows has hit 3 million players in its first week.
Wow!
As of today, it's their second highest launch ever in Assassin's Creed history. The highest, if you're curious, was Valhalla, because that was at the start of the generation. Yeah, like literally, that was like one of the first games you get on your PS5 and Xbox Series X. So that explains why that one was a bit of a big bump. But needless to say, I'm loving Assassin's Creed Shadows. But this game has had a notoriously awful discourse, and the discourse around it is still terrible. The people who hate it just won't let it go. Unfortunately, I still see the nonsense. They just won't let it go despite the game's success. They want it to be a failure. They want to convince you it's a failure and it's a terrible game, all because that there's a black guy as a protagonist. We got to cut the shit on this one, because what I'm tired of seeing with the Assassin's Creed Shadow discourse is everybody pretending to be a curator, perfect historian of Japanese culture and all this other bullshit. And it's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? How many games have taken place in Japan over the years? Some has even had white protagonists in Japan. Y'all didn't give a fuck.
Hundreds.
You know what I'm saying? So spare me any excuse that came to this. So the fact that the game had a great launch, it's a fantastic game, an extremely fun game. Yo, I'm so glad that we have another. I mean, and by the way, like for me and E-Rock, we knew the game was going to be great. It's just the fact that in a time period, and I'm gonna get to it later because my new mortal enemy is no longer Colin Moriarty, it's David Zaslav over at Warner Bros. Has done no, seriously. He even canceled the Hogwarts Legacy DLC. Like,
wow,
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it just dropped today. It just dropped today. But we'll talk a little bit about that later, right?
You said what's it drop today?
Oh, the news about Warner Bros. Canceling the Hogwarts Legacy DLC because David Zaslav is the worst CEO to ever exist, and he does nothing but kills any type of excitement or hope you have. But back to the point, man. Assassin's Creed Shadow, the game is brilliant. E-Rock has been sharing comparison videos and all this other stuff, showing just how deep the details it goes. Excellent gameplay. I'm loving this story so far. I'm only about 10 hours in myself. You know what I'm saying? But it's just now and this is really more particular with E-Rock and I because we've been singing the praise of Ubisoft almost more than anyone.
5 years.
Yeah.
Since we met, really, since we started podcasting, we've been telling everybody that Ubisoft. I don't want to chime in, man, because you're going to give me my own time to talk. But what to give you some context of what Unlimited Production is talking about. There's been this discourse about Ubisoft with gamers for the last 5 years. That Ubisoft is a bad publisher. They're a bad developer. They put out slop. And the one thing me and Unlimited Production, and now a lot of people on YouTube have been saying, there's a lot of folks out here who love the Assassin's Creed franchise, especially the last 6 games, Unity, Syndicate, Black Flag, Origins, especially Odyssey, my favorite game of all time, period. And Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, and even to scale back Assassin's Creed, there was Assassin's Creed Mirage. Ubisoft, from Watch Dogs to Watch Dogs 2, even Watch Dogs Legions, which didn't hit, and even a game that was attacked viciously last year, like Star Wars Outlaws.
Outlaws.
Ubisoft puts out great games, but there's this discourse out there, guys, with gamers. And they don't have anything to base this on. It's just bandwagon jumping. Ooh, this is the new bandwagon y'all on? Let me hop on it too. Yeah, Ubisoft sucks, or Ubislop as they call it. When the reality is, other than Rockstar, Ubisoft is one of the best developers out here, period. In fact, only Rockstar even can come close to their level of detail. And in some ways, I believe Ubisoft has surpassed Rockstar. That's just me.
But the reason why I think that's because they actually release games, and Rockstar does. Yeah, Rockstar. And I have big beef with Rockstar since the success of GTA 5 because now they just released one game a decade.
Man.
Yeah, hype everyone else to the moon on that one game and just coast off it, which I think is bullshit. Ubisoft, no.
I didn't mean to cut in, man. I just had to get some context.
No. And thank you for adding context. And by the way, Louis Frag and Paltrax, I see you guys joining. Thank you as always. But yeah, man. But just to add, I'm glad you added context because it's important to get this down. Because in a world where, and I don't know, see, unfortunately, negativity sells for most people, and I'm convinced people want to be miserable. That's why they keep gravitating towards shit that they hate. The PlayStation fans in particular being the most. I don't know. Like, I don't even follow that shit, and I still get PlayStation fans on this channel comment on my last video trying to talk some console war bullshit, right? That's where we are, right? But I'm not going to fall for that. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling y'all since I started this podcast. Hell, even before when I was hanging out with E-Rock on the Exile podcast and all that, even in his comment sections before we even linked up, man, I was telling them, look, how great gaming is. And Assassin's Creed Shadows is more proof of that. You know what I'm saying? And then this one, I feel E-Rock, very rarely have I ever just felt petty about a game, but this one I feel petty about Why? Because from the moment that I saw people switching Yasuke's face with George Floyd and all,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
switching with a monkey and all that other shit, and then when you call them out, they all try to hide about. Well, we just care about historical facts. Ubisoft does their homework, guys. That's why
Mm-hmm.
their past games were literally taught in schools,
Mm-hmm.
right? Right, Iraq?
Yeah,
Literally
yeah,
taught in
yeah,
schools.
yeah. These guys, they do their research, they do their history. They did their history on ancient Egypt. They did their history on ancient Greece. They did the history on Dark Ages
England.
England. They did their history on England during the Industrial Revolution.
Yep.
They do all the work. They put in all the work by bringing in historians, and Ubisoft Montreal and their various divisions do all their work on these games. The big discord first started because Japan was angry at the game, and here's why Japan was angry at the game. Japan was angry at the game because Assassin's Creed Shadows, more so than any other game in recent memory, has fully destructible environments,
Mhm.
and you could literally go into a temple in Japan and destroy the temple, and
Yeah.
Japan didn't like that. So that's why they were beefing about the game. So what Ubisoft did, they patched that and took it out.
Mhm.
But I literally have gone to YouTube comment sections and seen guys the overt racism. I've seen the comments.
Yeah.
I've seen the comments. They are just coming out with it now. I don't want to play as a black guy. I don't
Yeah.
want to play as Yasuke. I don't want to play as this ape. And nobody calls these people out. And my thing is unlimited production is not to cut it again because I know I'm going to get my time. But again, I'm adding context to what you're saying. We have played all of these Japanese games for
Mhm.
decades with the same spiky haired Japanese character with a long sword. We have played these Japanese games that they love with a half naked girl with a fat ass stellar blade. How many millions of games have we played with white people? With Sam
Yeah.
Shepard, with this person. Okay, I can give Gears of War a free pass because Marcus Phoenix and those white dudes are badasses, right?
Yeah.
So anytime I could play a game as Cassandra in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or anytime I could play a game as a black girl in South of Midnight, or anytime I could play as Yasuke, I'm going to gravitate towards that, okay? Because, excuse my French, we have played as these crackers for decades,
Yeah.
okay? And before you, I don't want to hear the shit. I don't want to hear the shit about Iraq is racist because I'm not a racist. But what brings out the racist in me is when I see comments saying, I don't want to play with a black guy. The game sucks because it's a black guy. It's not historically correct. What's not historically correct? Yasuke actually exists. It's the other Assassin's Creed protagonist that didn't exist. This is the first time they've done a game, I believe, where the protagonist actually exists.
Yes, the
All of
first.
this discord, all of this discord about this game, as Unlimited Production is saying, I just wanted to add context, is because Yasuke is black. And as we're going to get to later, and as Unlimited Production found out, Yasuke in this game is a fucking badass. But you
Mhm.
know what? It's all good because Assassin's Creed Shadows surpassing 3 million players is a big fuck you to everybody that hated it. Unlimited.
Yes, agreed, man. And this is the rare time where I feel very vindicated. Not in the typical shit talking Xbox better than PlayStation way, or all the other fun that we've had, over the years with all the bullshit. But this one was the rare time I took personal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because and not only were a lot of them being overtly racist, the fact that they wouldn't own up to it was what was pissing me off. Instead, they went on this hate campaign. They were straight up lying about the game. They keep trying to convince people that the game sucks. It's not as brilliant. The gameplay is absolutely fantastic. The graphics are amazing. The details are second to none. The weather system, my goodness,
It's ridiculous.
I've never seen rain or snow look that good in a game
Not,
ever.
not, neither have I. And I thought I'd seen everything with
Yeah,
the water effects in Sea of Thieves, but no, that was just the beginning of what they could do.
yeah, exactly. And the season changes. By the way, in the game, the season changes. Especially after you hit, you could actually manually change the seasons if you want to see the snow effects or how fall looks different from spring, winter, and summer. And it's so detailed that this how detailed it is. Iraq. If you play in the summer, the grass would be taller, right? So as an
Mm-hmm.
way, you could hide easier when you're trying to do your
Mm-hmm.
stealth kills. And meanwhile when it snows, so because since the grass don't grow as high when it snows, it's then you got to focus more in the shadows at nighttime during the winter moments because the stuff is going to be different. That's how much they nailed the detail, right? Never mind the fact that in each city people have a day-night cycle and all the classic stuff that many open world games just don't do, right? And all that gets ignored because they're so upset to play as a black guy in Japan, someone who actually exists and was a historical figure, a respected historical figure that's had. I think he even had a statue made out of him.
Wow,
right? I believe so. He had an anime made out of him. Nobody cared that a black guy started an anime. It's on Netflix too, a Yasuke anime.
Okay,
right? But so it's like in every other context, it's been fine. But to play as him in a 100-hour game, that's where you draw the line. Get out my face with that. And by the way, look, do y'all remember when every video game protagonist looked like this? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up. I should have pulled it up before the show, but I kind of forgot.
That's okay, man. I want to play. I want to play as a Japanese guy in a Japanese themed game. Like, how many times have we done that? How many more times are we going to do that? Like that shit is boring to me, man. Like, I'm looking forward to South of Midnight, man. I'm looking forward to that game.
Hey, E-Rock.
Yes.
Now you can buy. Now you can buy 5 days early for $9.
Yeah, hey man, Game Pass is always hooking up with the great deals, man. Always.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's one thing I don't get when people talk that shit. I'm like, y'all, if they give you a chance to play the game 5 days early, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
I'm buying it.
I'm glad you told me that because I'll be getting it tonight.
Oh,
yeah.
It ain't number $9. Shit, you can't complain about that.
Yeah. So like I was saying a few minutes ago, y'all remember back about a decade ago when this was every video game protagonist, gruffy, brown-headed white guy. Nobody complained then. I've never seen a black person ever say, "Man, why am I playing as this white guy?" No,
never.
We just enjoyed the game.
You never complain about it.
Yeah, but now that game's dare to add somebody other than these guys, everybody losing their fucking mind. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call that shit out, man.
It's okay to call out bullshit. This is why I'm not on a lot of podcasts. Well, I don't know anybody in the podcast sphere anymore except for you guys. This is why it's okay to call these motherfuckers out. It's okay to say what you feel. It's okay to say, look, I've been playing as white people for 40 years. I'm fucking tired of it. And any chance I get to play as a female, a black female, or a black person, I'm going for it. Fuck y'all feelings.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly these little white kids, or some of these dudes are 30 and 40 just letting their racism out. Because, we're not getting back into the political shit, but as you know, 45 and 47 enabled the racism to come out of people. He co-signed on that shit, so they co-signed on it. Look, anytime I get to play as that black girl in South of Midnight or as Yasuke, I'm going to do that. I'm tired of playing as these white people. And I'm glad Ubisoft addressed that. It is what it is. If y'all could address how y'all feel, I'm gonna address how I feel. Come at me.
Yeah,
brother.
And that's absolutely spot on there, man.
Brother,
what up, Sega man?
No, yeah, brother. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Go ahead.
Right, well, let me get off my soapbox because we are almost 20 minutes in. Let me pass the mic to Sega man. Sega man, say what you got to say.
I'm gonna make this real quick.
No, you don't need to make it real quick. I'm passing the mic to you, man. Speak your mind.
All right, brother. So what I want to talk about real quick. What's up, Emmanuel A1? What I want to talk about real quick, and I want to capitalize on what my brother Unlimited and E-Rock said. Back in the day, nobody wasn't really talking about hating Mike Tyson's Punch Out, though, was you? You guys were out there playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and that was a black man's game, and everybody and their mother, including little white boys, liked Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Let's fast forward.
I don't think you played as Mike Tyson in Punch Out, though. I think you fought him as the final boss.
Well, yeah, that's right. You did. Well, you did. You played as a little dude. What was his name? Joe or something like that?
The Glass Joe.
Little Joe or something like that. But what I'm trying to say is that when you play games like that, like even Streets of Rage, nobody was complaining when they were playing like with Adam. Never heard nobody really complain about playing with Adam.
Well, again, you had two white options though. See, that's the thing. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, you're right.
There's this comic book artist, Dwayne McDuffie, one of my favorite ever. Right, black. He was a black guy. Unfortunately, passed away at cancer about 2011. But if you ever seen Static Shock, he was a creator of the
Static
Milestone
Shock.
universe. Yeah, he was a creator of Milestone universe and Static, and later in DC
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But he used to talk about the black rule. The black rule was if a show has more than two black people, audience is going to think it's a black show and be turned off. Right.
Wow.
And so ever since I remember reading that interview he did before he passed, I've always been cognizant of that. And you notice that, okay, you'll have the one black character, you might have the two black characters, but that's usually as far as it goes in terms of even for marketing until recently. Like you name black, you can name some black characters, but how often did you have a Marlo Briggs, right?
Right.
Where that was the only playable character in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to add context. Continue, Sega Man.
Well,
And on top of that,
go ahead.
on top of that, man, Unlimited is definitely right about that. But I noticed growing up, Unlimited, when I would go to the arcades and I would play some of these games, you know, some of these fighting games, because that was big back then in the arcades in the 80s into the or until the early 90s or mid 90s. A lot of people, and I always watch people what they do when they play games. Like I always, dissect what they're doing, and a lot of them never really, honestly, and I'm not saying this to be mean, but a lot of them never really use black characters. There'd be black characters in the game that you could choose from. Nobody ever used the black characters. And E-Rock's right. The only one that ever would use the black characters when you were playing the arcade were black people, black kids. You know what I mean? And they're definitely right about that, man. And when I really started really realizing that, Unlimited, to be honest with you, was when Halo 5 came out.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of.
Oh wow! I almost
There was
forgot.
a whole.
Spartan Lock.
That's right, Spartan Lock. And there was a whole bunch of people that got mad and upset because he cracked Master Chief's helmet. That was one of the reasons also that they got mad about that, and they didn't like that black lead. And I'm like, why? What's the problem with playing as a black lead in a video game? Like you guys said in the beginning, all of gaming history, we always played as either an Oriental person or a white person. And I can dig it. That's cool. But there's nothing wrong with playing as a black American. There's nothing wrong as playing with like a Dominican or a Puerto Rican character or a woman. If you are a gamer, okay, you should not care or give a shit what color the character is you're playing with. Just play the game and enjoy the game. You shouldn't care if he's a black man. Or they want to make up excuses. Oh, they're doing this to him and they're making them this and they're doing this and that. They don't like it because they're used to having characters that look like them and wanting to be that character at all times. That's what they're used to.
Yeah.
But now that everything is more diverse now and things are different today, they have a problem with it. And that's one thing that I have to say, Unlimited, that I'm very upset about out here in the gaming community, of how they could be so like against black characters in a video game. What's the big deal?
Hey, Sega Man.
I mean,
Sega Man.
Sega
Man. You know what they call a Sega Man now? What they say? I see the little young people calling it. They don't even know what the fuck it is. Anytime there's a black character in a video game like Yasuke or a woman,
or Hazel,
they say it's DEI. Oh,
Yeah.
DEI is woke.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I'm like, you motherfuckers, you young kids don't even know what DEI means. DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion, and it has nothing to do with video games. The diversity, equity, and inclusion basically is another word for affirmative action. It was designed so that brown people can have a fair shot at fucking housing, at jobs and shit. That's all the fuck it was. But they use that now as a crutch, basically as a code word, DEI, to say we don't like black people. I'm gonna just get to it. I'm 56 years old. I'll be 56 years old Monday. I ain't got to fucking what I gotta say. From what I've seen in the comment section, Sega Man, of Assassin's Creed and South of Midnight, they hating on South of Midnight. They ain't dropped yet. Yeah. From what I've seen, anytime it's a woman, a black person, or a black woman, or a black man, they say it's DEI. That's code for them saying I don't want to play as this black person. And some of them are just coming out and saying, I don't want to play as a black person. And I've seen it. And you know what? If that's how you feel, cool. But my thing is, man, if they want to make more video games with more diverse people, then fine, let's do that shit.
Yeah, see, that's my thing too, E-Rock and Sega, man. All right, cool. You don't want to play as Yasuke, fine, don't buy the game. Why do you have to tear the game down? Why do you have to have an endless, ruthless hate campaign against it and try to celebrate its failure? You know what I'm saying? That's where I draw the line. And I'll get to the super chat in a second, Emmanuel. But yeah, that's my issue there too. Is not only the obvious racist stuff that people want to hide behind DEI and whatever other terminology they throw out there. You know what I'm saying? So they hid behind that, and then now that the game is out, success, I see a lot of them. They still trying to convince everybody that the game is awful and this.
Oh yeah,
and I'm just like, let it go. You know what I'm saying? I don't. This is why I disconnect myself from social media and all that shit. Is because I just don't understand this mentality of if you don't like something, you hyper focus on it like if I don't like something, I just don't watch or buy or pay attention to it. But that's not what people do these days, man. But continue. I think E-Rock was speaking. I just want
to land my. I just want to land my plane. Let me land my plane real quick because I'm gonna tell you guys, out here in the gaming streets, if it was the other way around, where black people say, I don't want to play as no goddamn hunky, or I don't want to play as no cracker, I don't want to play no character like that, you'd be up and down on social media calling us racist.
Yeah, it'd
be a 24/7 thing all day long on YouTube. If we went out and said that.
They have done it, Sega Man, to me.
Yeah, you're right.
You're racist. You don't like the Japanese. You're racist.
Yeah,
done it to me.
But they don't want to mention that, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was one of us that actually did something like that, it would be the end of the world. You know what I mean? But they want to turn their face up because we don't agree with people saying this about having black characters. Or anything like South of Midnight is going to be a fantastic game. I'm glad that brother Tuck told me that because I've been on a loop for a little bit because I've been busy. When my ass gets home tonight from work, I'm buying it fucking tonight. That $9, I'm going to do it tonight as soon as I get home. I didn't know that, and I'm going to support the game because it's a fantastic game. It's a phenomenal game. And I got to say one thing, man. I am so mad at Unlimited Productions. Do you know why I'm mad at him, E-Rock? I am very mad at him because this nigga, man, I stayed all day long on the Avowed and beat the shit out of that game, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you?
I beat the shit out of that game, bro. As soon as it came out, I'm like thinking, damn, Unlimited, I almost missed work. I beat the shit out of that game, bro. That game is phenomenal. The graphics are phenomenal. The world is phenomenal. The story is phenomenal. The characters remind me of different characters like from Sega. Like the little troll dude, he looks like he looks like the dude from Golden Axe. The other dude that looks like Trident from Eternal Champions, the merman dude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That was a fantastic game, Unlimited. I loved it. I beat the hell out of it, and I'm gonna go back again, play it again, and get all the collectibles that I didn't get in there. That was a fantastic game. Unlimited was right. He was on spot with that. And I'm going to go far as saying this, man. That definitely would be a contender of game of the year, brother.
Oh yeah. I mean, this year has been like we're only 3 months in, and I'm blown away by how the great games we've had so far. Look, I bought my first WWE game in a decade, and the gameplay.
I see.
Yeah, the gameplay in WWE 2K25.
I was shocked,
fire, man.
I was shocked. I said, This nigga what? WWE 2K25? What the fuck is the world coming to?
Hey, look, man. Look, man. If we gonna be paying $100 for games in a few months, I might as well get some of my life.
Yeah, man.
Man. Yeah, my homegirl said the game looked good, and I'm like, I guess I'll try it. I'm blown away. The gameplay's fucking great. In the decade since the last WWE game, 2K, I give 2K their props, man. They made a fun ass wrestling game. That gameplay is spot on, man. And then the Bloodline storyline is really cool. I really like I really like when it kind of breaks from the storyline stuff and the modern, because most of us here are probably more old school wrestling fans, so that's where I really liked it. was mixing the old school wrestling. I'm blown away. I give that game 2 thumbs up, man. Like on some Roger Ebert shit, man.
That's
Yeah,
cool,
man,
man. That's cool.
The company that makes it is Visual Concepts. They've been
Yeah.
doing the basketball game, and they
Mhm.
go all the way back to Sega Sports on the Dreamcast. Visual
Yes,
Concepts.
yes.
They had to go through a learning curve, but every year they get better. They get better. A lot of us in the WWE community we are enjoying WWE 2K25, but
Mhm.
they this year they locked a lot of content between
Mhm.
this mode called My Rise and this mode called The Island. And
Right.
last year 2K24 was the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania edition.
Mhm.
So they took a lot of the WrestleMania arenas out. So we're a little bit pissed about that. But in
Uh,
general,
yeah.
2K25 was a good product. I'm having fun with it.
As someone who had a 10-year break between games, I think it's excellent. I can't believe how good
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah, and since I got the Bloodline edition of it, it came with 24, so I'm gonna try that out, see how that one stacks
Oh,
up too.
since you got the Bloodline edition, what you're going to be getting the next really into December, November is all the DLC just comes to you for free. So
Yeah.
I think May 20th you'll be getting these wrestlers named Stephanie Vacker and Julia. They're coming in May. So they don't even worry about content. The content is for the first time ever in a video game is this nigga from ECW named New Jack. I don't know how they pulled that shit off.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know how they pulled that shit off.
Yeah. See that's my error right there. Man.
New Jack is the last nigga need to be in the video game, but but anyway, yeah, they one thing about them, if you pay for that top edition, they give you all the DLC for free. So you and the community keeps that game alive. So it's all great, man. But
New Jack was the man. He used to cut your face with razor blades and shit.
he versus so he was a little bit too extreme for his own good. But that's why I'm shocked he's in a fucking video game. Like what? But anyway, I digress.
I ain't mad at. Listen, that's how these games stay fresh, man. And they won me over. You know, they won me over. And this is someone who didn't like the last one I played before that was 16, and I thought that gameplay was so bad I couldn't stand it. I'm when I say E-Rock, I'm blown away by this game. I'm impressed. I give Visual Context all the credit in the world for making a good wrestling game.
We like to see developers learn. We like to see them listen, and we like to see them evolve. And like getting back to Ubisoft evolves with each game. They just don't do a palette swap of their characters.
It's not like Yakuza, the same map. 10 games into the installation, right?
No. It's really these developers evolve, and we enjoy them, man. And gosh, there's just so much stuff to talk about before we get off of Assassin's Creed, because Sega Man just mentioned Avowed, and you know what? I'll wait till my turn, because I could go on for hours about just how stuffed we've been the last fucking 3 months from Game Pass. This is stupid.
It's been spectacular. Let me read the super chat, then I'm gonna move on to talk. So Emmanuel said, "Y'all on fire tonight? I miss it. Thank you. I miss it too, Emmanuel." And y'all say which AC shadow setting you're using: 30, 40, or 120 frames per second. Yeah, for those who don't know, there are 3 modes, especially based on the TV. You got quality, performance, and balance mode. I play on balance mode. Emmanuel, you get the best of both worlds. It looks phenomenal.
Hey, Unlimited, and before we let Tuck go, brother, what people don't know, what's good about Ubisoft too, recently they just released a new patch for my favorite Assassin's Creed Syndicate with 4K 60.
Yes. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
And free upgrades. No $10
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. They all when they released Far Cry New Dawn, they also did a free upgrade for that too.
Yep.
And that looks great. But Tuckmaster, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I know that you work at nights usually, so let me not hold you up too much, man. But let me get
I'm not working nights no more. I'm working during the daytime.
Oh, okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, they shut the midnight shift down, so
that's because of them tariffs, nigga.
Now they was gonna shut that down before they even talked about that, because they was talking about don't do no job, don't do no work. So
yeah, they're too busy harassing you about PlayStation to do their job, so they shut it down.
Man, those guys don't even talk about it no more, man. Those guys then went straight Xbox now.
Oh, jeez.
You know,
Tuck done converted them. But hey, man, let me get your thoughts on this.
But no, man, you think about what's going on in this world today. Overall, man, I mean, everybody just have all kind of hate for all kind of video games, and even damn movies too. I mean, they do reviews for, you know, I mean, like these YouTube channels, they just do fucking ass, crazy ass, nonsense reviews. Don't give a movie a shot. Don't give a video game a shot without playing it. You know, they play it for 5 minutes and they put it down. Then he's like, oh, it's no good. It ain't good. I'm like, how the hell can you just play a game for 5 minutes and then you just gonna say it's no damn good? I did not know that. I mean, I knew that it is so good. The new game is so good. Assassin's Creed so good, but I didn't know that people still talking that bad about it. I'm like, come on. I mean, people have lost their damn mind today. I mean, they always got to have something to say negative about a game, and they're not even making the damn game. This is what makes me so mad. You're not even making the damn game, but you want to talk about the damn game so damn bad. Won't you just do, hey, if you want to talk about a movie, talk about a damn game, do it your damn self. Get the money, do the damn movie your damn self, and then we can see how good you are. But until then, shut the fuck up and just enjoy the game, just enjoy the movie. Like I tell people, my getaway is like this. If there's a game that I'm gonna play, that is my hour or 2 hours to get away. Even the same thing for a movie. I don't take shit into a movie. The only thing I take into a movie is what? Is for me to turn and watch it and see it and fuck it.
With a clear mind.
I mean, I just want to watch the movie and just be left alone. I mean, I'm just there just to watch the movie. I'm not there to criticize the damn movie. I'm just there to watch it. So, well, that's my whole explanation on this. And I mean, I know Assassin's Creed is good. It's a damn good ass game. But you still got these some bitches out here complaining and bitching about this and bitching about that. And the game is a damn good ass game, but it's so hard that you got too many people out in today's world complaining about nonsense. It's just nonsense. I mean, people is just they want to have their own agenda about every damn thing that's coming out, and they just don't want to see the positive of a game, and they don't want to see no positivity of a movie. I mean, it's just the truth. I mean, today's society is just so damn wrong for what they fucking doing. They don't care. And I mean, and it's wrong for what they're doing. But as far as Assassin's Creed is concerned, dude, I'm enjoying the hell out of that game. That is a damn good ass game. But I'm like you. I don't listen. I don't go to social media no more. I don't listen to these damn Dreamcast guy, MBG faggot, and all of them. I don't listen to them no more because all they do is get on the game. And the constituents that listen to them, all they doing is paying them money. And I love the way that you mentioned that up, Sega Man. All they want to do is pay money to listen to these no good ass dogs. And what are they getting out of it? You the one that's spending your damn money, dummy. Spending your money for what? They on YouTube. Why the hell do you don't want to spend your damn money just to hear what everybody else is saying? You hear what everybody else is saying. They saying the same damn thing that MBG is saying, but what you doing? You paying your money. You give this motherfucker $25 out of your damn, out of your just support his ass. I'm not gonna support. No, I mean, in other words, yes, dude. If you making money off YouTube and all that stuff, there's no reason. There's no reason you should be supporting the son of a gun. $25, $30, $50 out of your money to support a guy. Man, I mean, I can understand $5 here, $5 there, $10 here, but these people is giving money away for 30, 50, 60, $70.
not only that, Tuck, but they're giving money away and subscribing to these YouTubers and these media people, and even some of these people at IGN and even sometimes these sites like Gaming Bolt. They're giving their money to these bad actors. These are bad actors. I call them bad actors because a lot of these people, they found that there's more clicks, views, and money in hate than there is in positivity.
Yeah.
And what these guys do, when these guys do is they know they're wrong about Ubisoft, but they hopped on this bandwagon and they're not letting go. They're not letting go. They can't admit that they were wrong. It's people still out here hating on the Snyderverse, Zack Snyder. It's people, especially now that we know that everything that happened bad to the Snyderverse wasn't even their fault. It was fucking Warner Brothers. But that's a whole other subject. These people are not going to let go of their Ubisoft hate. They're not going to let go of their Xbox hate. They're not going to let go of their Star Wars hate. They're not going to let go of their fucking Snyderverse hate. And instead of admitting you're wrong about something, they'd rather double down. Not everybody operates in good faith. Like me, man, I watch a lot of TV, man, and I admit I was wrong about this HBO show called Euphoria. The show starring Zendaya. They got
my sister watches that.
Yo, my nigga, don't sleep on it. Euphoria is lit. Now, my problem with it was that it was a little bit too much of a copy off of a much better show called Skins, right?
Yeah.
I was like, man, all this is a Skins cop, a ripoff. It's Skins with HBO's money. So then this past February, I finally watched Euphoria. And yes, I was right. Euphoria is literally a copy and paste of Skins, but it's a banging copy and paste of Skins. So I had to say, yo, I was wrong about this shit. I was completely wrong. Zendaya is actually a great actress. I was wrong about her. The show is actually good, right? So like, I operate in good faith. If Unlimited Production and I tell you that the DCEU, the majority of those movies were fucking instant classics, we're not just fucking blowing sunshine up your ass. We tell you that Ubisoft makes good games. We're not just blowing sunshine up your ass. We're telling you the fucking truth because we're not monetized. I don't even have a YouTube channel anymore. We have nothing to gain by telling you that Game Pass is a great value. We have nothing to gain by telling you that Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft are fantastic developers. I have nothing to gain by telling you that Euphoria is fucking lit. I'm not getting no money from HBO, but I'm just saying that we're the type of guys that if we're wrong about something, we'll say we're wrong about something. But the critical drinker, Neurotic, MGB, Crap Gamer, these guys aren't going to budge because if they budge, they'll start losing their fucking money for basically fucking dealing in hate. Tuck. That's what they do. They deal in hate. Oh, I hate this. I hate that. I hate that. I hate this. I hate that. It is like if you hate something, man, stop fucking with it. Don't fuck with it no more. Don't fuck with like I don't even watch I don't even watch Oh Noah's Alex no more unless he comes under my feed because I have no problem with Oh Noah's Alex, but I know that his next video is going to be about PlayStation fan lunacy, and it's like, dude, I can't deal with that shit no more. I can't. I just want to play games, enjoy my life, and not deal with the negativity anymore.
Yeah. Yes, and the game just been great, and I'm same as you, E-Rock. Listen, y'all just heard me wax poetic about WWE 2K, a franchise that I was shitting. Like if E-Rock's surprised, that tells you how you know what I'm saying, how much I didn't like them games. But hey, a good game's a good game, a good show's a good show, and there's nothing wrong. Like people need to get over this fact of not want to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just going to happen time to time. Or that new information changes your opinion on something. E-Rock watch Euphoria. He now thinks it's a good show. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But not this. Not what happens. And like E-Rock said, man, with the people who are dealing with hate, they just go and then they go to this weird extreme, right? Where they do it every single day, every single chance they get. You know what I'm saying? And then these stupid ass algorithms think that I want to see this stuff. You know, because again, somebody at YouTube needs to understand. Just because I look up Assassin's Creed gameplay does not mean that I want that I also want to see Assassin's Creed is dying with a thumbnail of Yasuke with George Floyd's face. I don't want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna add to that. I want to add to that too. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Now, this one thing I don't get about people. You know, it's like my wife brought it up. She brought it to my attention too. She said, like when they had the Twilight movies out and everything and all that
Mhm.
stuff. Now, the vampires, people actually went to this man's house because of he's being a damn vampire. I'm like, darn. Everybody forget that he's a damn actor. They think that this smoker's a real vampire.
That's
That's
crazy.
how people are today. I'm like, y'all, he's a person. He's a person that acts. I mean, these people get into their feelings with these actors. It's like my son, he's over there telling me about the Snow White girl that played in the Snow White movie.
Rachel Zellweger, is that her name?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was also in the second. She was also in that second Shazam movie.
That's right. Yeah.
And this is what I told him. I don't live with her. I don't give a care about what she does in her private life. She's an actress. That's all she is to me. She ain't nothing else but an actress. So whatever goes on with her personal life, that is her business. But it's like they down in the. I mean, dude, it's just like video games. They down these video games. They down movies because of these damn characters that they put in these damn video games. I mean, it's like Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed got the black guy. Okay, they got an Asian woman in it. Okay, big deal. But it's just a character in a damn game, and it's just a character in a movie. I can't see myself going through that. I mean, going through just because, hey, it's like that last Flash movie. I saw it for the first time on TNT. Let me tell you, the movie was pretty good. But the reason why the movie didn't do all that damn great? Because everybody want to talk about this boy's personal life and everything that he's dating, that he's over there dating 16-year-old.
No, he didn't do the movie no favors. But no, it was because of the hate campaign, because it's DC.
Right.
But it was because it was a DC thing, and they wanted the DCU or the DCU to die and all that stuff. They wanted to be the final nail in the coffin, and so they latched on to anything that could shut that movie down.
Yeah, and I liked the movie. That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, now he didn't do it any favors because his ass was fucking with bitches in Hawaii, whatever he was doing, man.
Right, but they said the girl was like underage. I'm like,
yeah.
And then it turns out that what the fuck is his name? What the fuck is his name? The actor, the Flash actor. Goddamn! But it turns out he was an angel compared to P. Diddy. Goddamn!
Yeah.
What the fuck? You got to put everything into context. You know what I mean? This motherfucker was selling bitches and passing out baby oil.
Ezra Miller.
I told myself, I said that's the reason why I don't go to a movie, think about a character, think about their lives and all that stuff. I just see in a movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, and to be fair, if instead of he was the Flash, he was Quicksilver, that shit would have been brushed under the rug.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
But that, I mean, that don't justify anybody's bad. It's just, and then also with this stuff, a lot of it is separating the art from the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People did that with R. Kelly for years. I remember when I was a teen and I heard this stuff about R. Kelly, and to me, one of the worst things you could do is mess with kids, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody gave a shit then, and then all of a sudden, everybody when he's not useful to them, when he's not making money for them, then
right, yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
When people not like you say, when the money stops coming in, then they want to cry wolf.
Yeah. But Tuck, you got anything else before I move on to the E-Rock?
Yeah, let's go into the next one, man.
E-Rock. Oh, Emmanuel, we just got that Marvel Cosmic Invasion drop. Did it drop or was it just a trailer? But anyway, E-Rock, man, what are your thoughts on Assassin's Creed? 3 million plays in its first week. A nice success story in a world where this game in particular had one of the worst discourses around it I've ever like. This was even worse than some of the Xbox games at its peak. When it came to hate, in my opinion, and we're talking about Xbox games, which gets hates for the dumbest reasons. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the success of Assassin's Creed?
I love it. You and I didn't need any kind of indication because we were going to enjoy Assassin's Creed anyway, because you and I are Ubisoft lifers. But I just like to see that this shit blew up in their faces, all the haters, Ubisoft has done it again. I'm really impressed with the game. Gaming has just been on fire, just out of the gate starting out this year. Well, really, if you look at it from starting in December at the end of 2024 with Indiana Jones, gaming has just been on fire. And I've just been enjoying gaming, but Assassin's Creed Shadows was really, 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 really good.
Yes.
Ubisoft, I can't sing their praises enough how much work they put into their games. I'm glad to see that after Assassin's Creed Mirage, which was the last game in 2023, which is in Baghdad, I really didn't like that one that much because that game it was kind of shortened, and it was shortened because IGN and all these major gaming outlets who were supposed to be for us and backing us up, they complained nonstop about the size of Origins, the size of Odyssey, the size of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Oh, these games are too big. These games are too bloated. I can't finish this game in 3 hours to do a review. And I'm like, dude, these games are $70 fucking. I'm never going to complain in limited production about a game having a runtime of 70 plus hours. Yeah. I'm never going to complain about me taking 3 months to finish a game because these games cost so much money. So it's good to see that Assassin's Creed Shadows is Assassin's Creed getting back to what it was doing. And
E-Rock. E-Rock, let me add context real quick because Mirage was originally supposed to be, I think, an expansion for Valhalla. Because you remember Baslam was in Valhalla.
That's correct.
So, but they ended up turning into a full game, and I liked it, but it was too short. I agree with that, but continue.
Yeah, but and they did that to basically placate the people complaining about what they call game bloat, and I'm like, game bloat, like I'm insulted if I pay $60 for a game and it's short as fuck. I'm insulted, like, yo, you robbed me, man. So the fact that there's still missions. I finished the main game of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but there's still side missions I never got done. The fact that we kept getting DLC for Assassin's Creed Odyssey right up until Valhalla dropped. I loved it. I loved it. So to get to Assassin's Creed Shadows, man, first of all, to piggyback on a lot of things Unlimited said, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. The weather effects, the rain effects are something that I've never seen before. And I thought I'd seen everything in gaming. This engineer using the Anvil engine, they have perfected it. And you can look at Assassin's Creed Shadows and tell that this franchise, and this is a franchise whose last game, Valhalla, and even Odyssey and Origins were beautiful. Yes. But Valhalla was something to look at. Valhalla was something to look at with its lighting and its foliage. But you could tell that by this game being just current gen only, they have perfected what they do with the foliage, the wind blowing, trees blowing. There's 2 different ninjas in it, and you can choose who you want to play. But at various times, you are forced to play one or the other because it helps the story move along. Yeah. You have Noe, I can't pronounce her name, who was a shinobi or a ninja, and she's your stealthy, fast kill, parkouring. She can climb up. She's the character who goes into a palace and does the silent kill. She's the fast killer, right? So you play with her for most of the beginning of the game, right? But most of the beginning of the game of her story is to set up Yasuke, who you see early in the game, but you don't see him again for a while. So you get to Yasuke, this black ninja that everybody complained about. Everybody was like, I don't want to play as this black guy. I don't want to play as this ape or whatever the hell. And it turns out that Yasuke is a fucking badass.
Yeah.
He's got moves that I just seen today that I haven't used yet. I didn't know that this motherfucker could kick a motherfucker. I didn't know that this dude could just slice and dice somebody up like a cucumber, right? So I've been using him, and he is a blast to play. He is your tank character. He's heavy. Yes. He cannot climb up a lot of surfaces. He's not a ninja. He cannot do the things that the other girl, the ninja, can do. He is your tough tank character. And the moment I fell in love with Yasuke, and I'm gonna let Unlimited go. The moment I fell in love with Yasuke was there was this moment I had to take down 5 soldiers, and I took them down effortlessly, and I said, I love this dude here. I love this dude here.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I'm glad that. You know what I'm talking about, man? And this little like Japanese rock music is playing in the background. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yo, And let me say this because I remember one of the things that they made fun of was how is a black guy not going to stand out in Japan? Well, of course Ubisoft know what they're doing and knew that obviously he was going to stand out.
They address it.
So yeah, it's not only do they address it almost immediately, really.
Mhm.
Then they made sure that the gameplay wasn't centered around it. So
Mhm.
so that you idiots don't sit there and try to make memes of, oh look, a black guy's hiding among Asians or some stupid shit that you knew they were going to do. So you know, I just had to point that out because I thought that was great that they made Yasuke the tank basically a wrecking ball, if you will. You know, especially as you unlock some of because you know, as you get more knowledge points and stuff like that, you could unlock better skills and abilities.
Mhm.
And so the more you unlock he just becomes a bruiser. You know what I'm saying? Now I still personally I use Now Way more, but that's only because I like the Assassin's Creed, you know, the assassination style.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So that's the only. But other than that, it's not like I just only use her. No. Now, when I unlock Yasuke, I start using them too. Because sometimes you just want to kill a motherfucker, man. You just want to run up there,
Yeah.
slicing dudes in half, right?
The beauty of this game is there's moments where she's needed because and there's moments when Yasuke is needed because there's missions where you cannot use Yasuke. You need a ninja.
Yes.
You need that stealthy approach. Like you may have to infiltrate a castle that's like fucking 10 stories high, and you ain't doing that with Yasuke. Not unless you want to fight a lot of people. Sometimes I just want to get in, do an assassination, and get out. At the first couple of days with the unlimited production, I was having problems with it because this Assassin's Creed differs from the previous ones.
Yeah.
Because in the previous Assassin's Creed, in Odyssey, Valhalla, and Origins, when you have a target or a mission, the map leads you right there. Well, this is the first time in Assassin's Creed where you have to use these people called scouts.
Yep.
And what scouts do is they help you pinpoint exactly where you need to go, right? And not only do they have scouts helping you go where you need to go, and there's a bunch of safe houses all around the world for you to come in, hire more scouts, get more supplies, but you have the ability to call an aid from these assistants who help you guys on your mission. So what this does for the first time in Assassin's Creed, it changes the whole dynamic of the gameplay. And once you figure out what you're doing, it's a learning curve. Once you figure out what you're doing, Tuck, the game is a blast. Because at first I was bitching like, man, I wanted to go back to the old way. I'm getting tired of having to fucking find these scouts. But the scouts make the shit easier. Once you get used to the scouts and once you figure out what you're doing, the game becomes a blast. Once you figure out that Yasuke is not perfect for every situation, and once you figure out that Naomi, the girl, is not perfect for every situation, you begin to get this balance of gameplay that I think Ubisoft was going for. And I'm like, you know what? These guys know what they're doing. The game is gorgeous. The gameplay is great. Yasuke is a badass. The girl just be slicing and dicing people with that little fucking sickle ball and chain weapon she got. You know, Yasuke, whether you use a blunt instrument like this big baton he uses, or his sword, or he has this long staff, this motherfucker is just dealing death. And the game is visceral, it's nasty, and I fucking love it. Ubisoft has done it once again, and I'm glad to see the haters get foiled. I'm glad to see all the discourse about this game was much to do about nothing. So 3 million players across Steam and probably the consoles means this game is a hit. I cannot congratulate them enough because this game was hated on for some of the dumbest reasons and one of the most racist reasons I've ever seen. Listen, man, I'm just get to it. I knew a lot of y'all didn't like black people. Y'all didn't have to tell us that. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen it. We seen it November 5th. We've seen it. But like like Unlimited Production say, to hide behind dumb shit like, oh, it's not historically accurate. It's Ubisoft. You know they're going to get the shit historically accurate, but also it's a fucking video game. It's like a fucking video game. People, we have lost, and I'm gonna land my plane. Like Sega Man always says, we have gotten so off the script that it's crazy. Video games were supposed to be fun. They were never supposed to be a battlefield. They were never supposed to be a point of political discussion. They were never supposed to be a point of racist discussion. They were supposed to be fun, right? But it seems to me, Unlimited Production, and again, I'm gonna land my plane. It seems to me, guys, right? It seems to me now that I'm older and calmer and I observe shit more. It seems to me that video games are okay if it's what you want us to play.
Yep.
If it's what IGN or Colin Moriarty or the mob tells us to play. If it's a little Japanese girl with big titties and Stellar Blade, that's great. Or if or for you racists, if it's an actual fucking monkey, like in fucking Black Myth Wukong, y'all love it. Y'all down with that. Or if it's another Japanese dude with a big sword and spiky hair, y'all fucking down with it. But as soon as we go off script and put a woman in the game, or a black woman like Sapa Midnight, or a black character who's historically accurate like Yasuke, there's a problem. I want to thank you, racist, for letting me know who you are. I'm glad that I can see you now. I'm glad you put yourself out there, so I know it's not to fuck with you. And so I co-signed with Unlimited Production months ago when he says that he hates gamers, right? I hate you motherfuckers too, and I'll tell you why. All y'all do is complain, y'all racist, and y'all really aren't in this shit for the gaming. The four of us are in this for the love of gaming, man. And if you love gaming, you're going to check out Assassin's Creed. You're going to check out Avowed, because Avowed is a fantastic RPG. Again, every game has a different flavor. Avowed, believe it or not, has better lighting than Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
I've never seen lighting like this in Avowed. Avowed is using high dynamic range lighting, and it looks gorgeous. And today in Game Pass, Adamfall just dropped, which is a totally fucking British fucking shooter.
Oh yeah, like survival game, right?
/ adventure game by the people who made Sniper Elite, another game that Sega Man finished
another banger.
out. You know what? Sega Man. I'm gonna tell you why I love Sega Man. Sega Man is a nigga that's using Game Pass to the utmost. This dude be texting me like, "Yo, man, I just finished Indiana Jones." Wait a minute, it came out 3 hours ago. I finished it. Yo, man, I just finished Avowed. Like, wait a minute, Avowed is like 60 fucking hours. I finished it. Yo, E-Rock, I just finished Sniper Elite. Wait a minute, nigga, this shit came out today. This nigga be finishing games. Sega Man is a gamer. He's not a fraud. He's not a faker. He's not a bullshit artist. These are the guys, Unlimited Production and Sega Man, who y'all should be listening to. These guys play games. They finish games. Tuck plays games, he finishes games, and if anybody has any doubts on who I am, you can see my shit in my activity feed, if the activity feed still works on Xbox, and you could, it's eRock8150 on Game Pass. We play games. So again, I'm happy that Assassin's Creed Shadow has silenced the critics. Yasuke, for all of that discourse around him being black, is a fantastic character. I even like his story, man. I think it's this Japanese noble chick got a thing for him. I'm enjoying watching this game unfold. I'm enjoying where this game is going. I'm enjoying the story. They're also mad because it gives you different love options. You can love who you want to love in Assassin's Creed Shadows. And so you know what that means, right? So they had a problem with that. And I'm like, you gamers need to either, since you hate gaming so much, since you hate black representation in games, since you hate people being able to love who they love in games, and since you hate anything that's not a Japanese dude with a big sword and spiky hair, or another white character, or another Japanese character in a Japanese game, since y'all hate everything, maybe y'all need to get out of gaming, because we're not going nowhere. We spoke with our dollars. We supported Assassin's Creed. We support Avowed. We're going to support Adamfall. We're going to support Safa Midnight, and you cannot stop us. You cannot ruin our enjoyment of gaming. And apparently, you ain't gonna stop Sega Man's enjoyment, because this nigga done finished 3 games already. So I'm gonna land my plane on that, man. I think Assassin's Creed is brilliant, Unlimited Production, and I can't wait to get back on it.
We're eating good over here.
Absolutely excellently put. And what's up, Big B Money and
Big B Money?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, GTA is going to be massive whenever it comes out, if it even comes out this year. Because
it'll be out.
Yeah, the take two just be. I think because every interview they kind of hint at a delayed, and at the same time not. I don't know. Maybe all that's just building intrigue for GTA 6.
It's going to be $150, but it's going to be out.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
Yeah,
you know that.
Yeah, it's God, I'm excited for it in the sense that I know it's going to be huge, but right now I'm just so sour on Rockstar. I know it's going to do some shit is going to affect gaming in a negative way.
Hey,
Then the
Unlimited.
new normals,
Yeah. Unlimited. You know, you could take so long making a game that you become fucking irrelevant because you got studios like Ubisoft breathing down your fucking neck. I'm not knocking Rockstar. Rockstar is goated, and I'm sure that GTA 6 is going to be amazing. But you have limited yourself by making one game a decade.
Yeah, so the game needs to be perfect to match the hype. This is just me, but in GTA 6, don't make me have to fine tune my car like I had to brush the fucking horse in Red Dead Redemption. Please don't put please don't put that shit in the game, man. I hate that stuff so fucking much.
Hey man, and please don't make it a black lead. I don't want to play as a black man.
Well, no, they already got a man and woman.
A Colombian girl and her white boyfriend or Puerto Rican, whatever he is.
Yeah,
so they'll bitch about that.
Yeah. Well, maybe the woman, but if it's a white dude, no, he's safe. You know, but either way, I know the game's gonna be massive. Almost everybody will be playing it day one, but I don't know. There's my gut just telling me, man, there's gonna be some going the same way that GTA 5 had damaged the industry in the sense that after that game, that's when, because I remember seeing, I kid you not, E-Rock, Segment, and Tuck, kids spending $200 of their Christmas money buying fucking shark cards for GTA.
Jesus, wow.
Yeah. So that's the kind of that. So when that happened, when I saw that in person, something kind of clicked in me, like, oh shit, so this is where gaming is. You know what I'm saying? And as great as gaming is, like everything, it still has its bad side to it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like some of the monetization in gaming, I can't get behind. I don't mind paying a little extra for a game with a season pass, like WWE 2K has it. But if WWE did that, and like, I'm not going to pay virtual fucking currency on that game.
No,
you know what I'm saying? No. I already dropped $120 for the all the DLC day one and all that shit. Don't you dare ask me to pay an extra $5 or $10 to make my wrestler look a little different. Go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's the type of damage that GTA 5 did. And I that kind of worries me. Like GTA 6 is going to be so massive. It's going to get away with some bullshit, and then a bunch of other publishers are going to follow that bullshit, man. And that's what worries me. And I have a feeling. So if the game is $100 or some shit, which is what the rumor has been for ages, yeah, get ready for Sony. Sony gonna be the first one too. They're gonna do their first $100 game. Nobody's gonna bitch, and then that's gonna be the new standard for some AAA games. Well, watch that, and that kind of worries me a lot, man. But that's a topic for another day. Let's get back to the pros. And 2025, man, have been just an excellent year of gaming. Absolutely excellent so far. Only 3 months in. I mean, between that, WWE, Avowed, Hogwarts Legacy, not Hogwarts Legacy, but South of Midnight is literally next week, I think, right? April 3rd, I believe it comes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, April 2nd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, April 2nd. Thank you, Tuck. I mean, there's another game that's coming out soon that looks really good.
Obscurus 33 or some shit.
Yeah, thank you. Claire Obscure 33. I mean, it is just crazy.
Adamfall dropped today. What the fuck?
Yes. Sniper Elite was in January.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Hell, we have it so good. We even had Death Stranding shadow dropped back in, I think, January or some shit.
Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
There was another cool game, too, that dropped that'll take me and E-Rock back in the day. It makes you look like it looks like you're playing an 80s game, bro. It's like some kind of cool anime shooter that also dropped on Game Pass.
Mind Jack. Right?
Yeah, Mind Jack. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So one thing I kind of want to, before, because we're making good timing, so we could talk about a few things now. And I say that because unfortunately there was bad news today, published 2 hours ago. Hogwarts Legacy DLC reportedly canceled by WB Games, and I'm glad this came up because we didn't get a chance to talk about them not only canceling Wonder Woman but closing Monolith Studios, but This is the rare time that I'm gonna be upset and negative, but fuck you, WB. Fuck you, David Zaslav. Fuck you. And here's why I say fuck you. And as cool as it is that we're gonna where is it? Oh, did I can't close the link. All right, let me pull that link up before I get to my point. But yeah, a big fuck you to them because we're hitting such a great stride with gaming that it just pisses me off that WB, who could be on the Ubisoft and Xbox level if they just took care of their properties, is doing everything in their power to just ruin whatever goodwill they have, right? So while it's good that the next Batman game is in development, I wanted to Wonder. I was more excited for a Wonder Woman game, which we never had a big budget Wonder Woman game before. That was the fucking 7 Batman Arkham game.
I was too.
I was excited for that game too, y'all.
Yeah, and then to make things worse, not only did they cancel the game, they closed the studio, Monolith Studio, who gave us excuse me, who gave us the very underrated but very awesome Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games. That's what gets me. Why not sell it off then? They're excellent. Go play those games. It's extremely fun gameplay. And why? And then WB, they don't support Gotham Knights, so that's not a financial success, unfortunately. They didn't support Suicide and abandoned it as soon as it had negative backlash. And that game, like Assassin's Creed Shadow, had stupid ass drama surrounded it. And then they canceled. Wonder Woman. And now I find out that they canceled the Hogwarts Legacy DLC. I mean, what are you doing, WB? I know what they're doing. They got a horrible leader, and when your management sucks, everything from the top down is going to fucking suck. You know what I'm saying?
Widespread. It's widespread. And please let me go next, and I'll try to make it quick. But go ahead, man. Land your plane.
Yeah. But let me just get this off my chest because I didn't get a chance to talk about.
Vent, man, vent. I'm with you, bro. Vent.
Yo, listen. Y'all know I love my DC. I know I love my Warner Brothers. I wanted this Wonder Woman game so fucking bad because it's like, yo, okay, cool. We got this. We got Suicide Squad. We got Gotham Knights. But fucking Wonder Woman, one of the top 3 DC heroes, finally getting her own game. And the game was going to have the same. I forgot what the system is called. The
Nemesis system.
Game. Yeah, thank you. The Nemesis system. It was going to have the Nemesis system in it, and it was going to be an open world RPG style, like we saw with Assassin's Creed. That's the comparison I was going to have with it. Like
Odyssey showed us. Yeah, Odyssey showed us that the Wonder Woman game was plausible.
Yes, and not only plausible, but could be one of the best games we ever played. Right, and DC literally has the WB literally has the character in their hands. Almost the perfect. The only studio that would have been more perfect to make this would have been Ubisoft Montreal, the guys who made Shadows and Odyssey. Right, they're the only ones who I could say would have did better. And then they canceled that. They cancel it out of nowhere. And then shut down the fucking studio. That leads to a fuck you. Oh, and then it's like, then just out of nowhere, hey, let's have the Call of Duty had like a 15-year streak of being the best-selling game year after year. You know when that ended? In 2023, thanks to that game, Hogwarts Legacy. And dude, the geniuses at WB, E-Rock, Tuck, Sega, man, do they curate it? Do they take advantage of that? Do they say, look, we got a not only a massive hit, but the best-selling game of the year. Let's feed into that and then build off it. Do what Xbox does with their games. How Halo, the success of Halo and Gears led to the development, and like Call of Duty now leads to the other games we get, right? Do they do that? No. Instead, they don't give you any DLC for a year. Then they finally do it too late. So about 2 years, we're going to get it after the game release. And then we don't even get that. Like WB. This is you know what? I've always heard that phrase about how someone being a cancer. This is the rare time where I feel like, okay, David Zaslav is a cancer because he becomes the head of WB as a whole, and every single part of that company is fucking awful right now. They cancel animated stuff for people like me who love their animation, like the DC stuff. They cancel projects with that and lowering the budgets of that, and shutting, removing classic Looney Tune cartoons from that. How many movies did they cancel since he got there? I mean, my goodness! Not only like the Batgirl and canceled the whole DC universe, extended universe, but even the non-stuff. Then they want to reboot the Wizarding World, even though they already had a generation who grew up on the perfect fucking cast. So they want to reboot that. That's going to be a failure, by the way, when that comes out. And now this, now, then it hits games like a fucking wrecking truck. And instead of just letting Gotham Knights be, letting supporting Suicide Squad despite its hate, they do the exact opposite. And then I don't get the Wonder Woman, because I was more excited for Wonder Woman than I was the Suicide Squad game too, and I enjoyed the Suicide Squad game. But
did we need another fucking Batman game? Seriously.
Yeah. Do we need the 5th fucking Arkham game, or 6th, however much it is? And look, I'm gonna enjoy it when it comes out. Don't get me wrong, because I love the universe and all, and I'm still a DC fan. But no, give me the Wonder Womans, give me the Supermans, give me the. It's time for some. I want something different, and it feels like the only Ubisoft or Microsoft understands that we don't. I don't want to. Most of us don't want to sit here and play the same fucking shit over and over, or don't need to keep like how many times the Joker fucking died in the Arkham universe?
I want a dope Green Lantern game.
Yeah, exactly, man. And the Joker dies in the Arkham, and he's still in the fucking games. Like, how many times do we need to retread that shit? But I don't know, man. I had to vent. I had to get that one off my chest, because the Wonder Woman cancellation a couple weeks ago pissed me off. I just didn't get a chance to talk about it. And then when I saw this with the Hogwarts Legacy, it kind of hit home, because that game is brilliant. Hogwarts Legacy is a brilliant fucking game. And it was a dream game, because do you know how many people played that game wanted to essentially play themselves in the Wizarding World, E-Rock, Sega Man and Tuck, right? And again, WB had the Portkey Games did a brilliant, masterful job, and all you got to do. The solution to being more successful is right in their fucking face, and this company can't do anything right. And it pains me, because like E-Rock, I'm a huge WB fan. Not only do I love DC, but I love their IPs along with it, because they have such a history in not only Hollywood but entertainment in general. But E-Rock, I'm passing the mic to you, because it's more depressing with each second that I talk about this.
It pains me to say this, because I know we want to get to Sega Man and talk about other things, and I don't think either one of them really have any skin in the game with Warner Brothers like you and I do. I've been following Warner Brothers since came out the womb. Looney Tunes, cartoons, and then in 1978, my mind being blown by my brother, rest his soul, taking me to go see Superman the movie with Christopher Reeve.
Yes.
I remember day and day.
All those games, those movies, man.
I go back to the fucking Super Friends. I go look, man.
Yeah,
I grew up with
the Justice League.
Yeah, and then DC Comics' revival in the 80s when they became dark. They've always been dark. Oh my God, man. Warner Brothers, I don't know what to say. Usually, guys, when something or someone you love is constantly telling you, fuck you. I don't know about anybody else, but what I do is I leave that person or thing alone. We're not dealing with Sony fans and Sony cultists and I'm not making this about console wars. I'm just telling you what I see. What I see, I do an eye test. I'm just telling you what I've seen for the last 25 years. PlayStation and Sony have told their audience, fuck them, and like an abusive parent who abuses their child, instead of y'all saying, okay, I'm out, y'all continue to love them more. Thank you for beating my ass. I love you, mommy. Warner Brothers has been beating our ass for almost 10 years. Warner Brothers has systematically, even before David Zaslav came in there, the problems Unlimited Production go as far back as Walter Hamada, the Japanese dude who ran it before David Zaslav did his hostile takeover. Walter Hamada is a great guy. I love him. He's the reason why Warner Brothers has the Conjuring universe, another fucking multi-billion-dollar franchise that WB's doing nothing with. We began to see the rumblings in Warner Brothers then when they started tampering with Zack Snyder's DC universe. Warner Brothers was the first studio to get out of the gate, and y'all can check my facts, with a superhero movie that made $1 billion. It was called The Dark Knight. And back in 2008. Y'all can check my facts if I'm wrong or right. And what they did was, instead of them doubling down on this universe they had with the Green Lantern and Superman, who was already established, and The Dark Knight, they patted themselves on the back for about 3 years for making $1 billion. In that time, Disney bought Marvel and caught up with them. And Marvel was allowed to get into the public mind. They were allowed to get goddamn whatever that shit Hebot calls it. What everybody knows what your brand is, and they associate that with excellence, no matter how crappy it is, right? So, Warner Brothers has always internally shown that they don't know what the fuck they have. So about 3 or 4 years ago, this guy David Zaslav comes in. He was in charge of the Discovery Network, and I thought it was odd that a guy in charge of a network is taking over a goddamn movie studio, right? I thought it was odd. I thought it was odd that the first thing he does was he cancels the Batgirl movie instead of putting it on their fledgling streaming service, HBO Max. I thought it was odd that he canceled this movie and bragged to the reporters in the press that, hey, don't worry, we're getting a $90 million tax write-off.
Hey, E-Rock, sorry to cut you off. I got to step away. So real quick, take over, and when you're done, introduce Hebot and get them catch up. I might be gone for about 20 minutes or so.
That's okay. I thought it was odd that this guy he canceled the Wizarding World movies. There were supposed to be more Wizarding World movies featuring the Fantastic Beast cast. There's no word if that's coming or if they even want to finish it. David Zaslav then had the bright idea to reboot the DCEU, the DCE universe with Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, and Ben Affleck, Batman, and Henry Cavill, who everybody loves Henry Cavill. For those of you who don't know who Henry Cavill is, you gotta have seen The Witcher on Netflix. Henry Cavill was Superman, and everybody loved this guy because he's a fucking gamer as well. So we thought it was odd that they were going to reboot the DCEU, and not only that, but they put this guy James Gunn in charge. James Gunn, who has no previous successful track record with anything DC. His previous success is over in Marvel with a couple of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. That does not mean you should be put in charge. Thank you, others. Mind share and perception. The mind share and perception is that Marvel is better than DC, which it isn't by no stretch of the imagination. But anyway, this guy David Zaslav comes in, and what I've seen, he has been gutting everything Warner Brothers. He's just been canceling projects, canceling anime, gutting movies, and now gutting games, gutting studios. And so, to me, this is what happens when somebody comes in and they want to get as much money as fast as they can. They want to get a reputation for canceling projects and saving money so they can go to their next job, which he's going to do. And you can mark my words here. He's going to go to another job after this because that's what these white folks do. They operate on a level that you or I can't understand and will never understand. This white man, after all the failures he's had in Warner Brothers, is going to get another job because he can show his next job that he slashed all this red ink over at Warner Brothers, right? What you don't realize is that red ink you were slashing was the Wonder Woman game. That red ink you were slashing was the Hogwarts Legacy DLC that we wanted. That red ink you were slashing was the Superman movie that we wanted with Henry Cavill, not with this new guy that you got in this fucking costume he got from Halloween Adventure. So Warner Brothers cannot be saved. Warner Brothers will always be chasing Disney when it was Disney who was chasing Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers will always be chasing Disney and chasing Marvel. You can say whatever you want about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I have. They have made 34 movies, and only 8 of them are any good. Only 8 of them are any good. So that means that about 24, 26 of these motherfuckers are duds, okay? Are duds that have been overhyped. But the thing I respect about Disney is they didn't reboot Marvel. Marvel may look like an old, tired whore tricking herself out there with Robert Downey Jr., 106 years old, playing fucking Dr. Doom now, but they didn't reboot. So you got to kind of respect that. Snow White may be a box office flop. Do you think that's going to stop Disney from making a Wreck-It Ralph live action or a fucking, what's that girl, Frozen Elsa? They're going to do a Frozen Elsa live action. Give it time. Disney doesn't give a fuck as long as it makes money. So because Disney doesn't give up on their franchises, and because Disney doesn't let financial failures like Snow White hurt them or bother them even, since Disney has no pride, that makes them better than Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers will always be chasing Disney. Warner Brothers will always be losers. And because I myself am losing at life, why do I want to be associated with any more losers? I don't want to be associated with Warner Brothers. I don't want to invest any more of my time in Warner Brothers. No, I'm not going to go see the new Superman movie. If it's good, it's good. I'm not going to go see it. If it's good, I will watch it and I will apologize to y'all live on air. But to me, Warner Brothers is a losing company. They're a failing company. And after this news that the DLC for Hogwarts Legacy being canceled has come out, I don't think anybody should invest their time or waste any time with this company. This is a losing company, and this is a company that's destined to fail. Listen, you are sitting on top of Mortal fucking Kombat. How long have we asked for a Mortal Kombat collection featuring Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3? You could even charge $40 for it, and I would pay, because Mortal Kombat is part of my youth. I would pay anything to have those games back. And since Warner Brothers Games is not going to bring back the Mortal Kombat arcade collection, which has been missing for 13 years, why wouldn't you do a Mortal Kombat collection? It's almost like Warner Brothers is they're allergic to making money. And because they're allergic to making money, and because they're so dead set on saying, fuck you, unlimited production, and fuck you, E-Rock, we're not going to give you what you want. Why should I invest in this company? Why? Why? You're making a Harry Potter TV series that nobody asked for. You're going to recast Professor Snape with a black man. Now, I just said that I don't mind black folks in video games, but you can't tell us that you're making a Harry Potter series that's going to be more faithful to the books and then recast the whole cast with blacks, Asians, Indians. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So we knew what that was all about when they announced it 3 years ago, right? So I can't, after seeing this news, this is par for the course that they canceled the Wonder Woman game, that they canceled the Hogwarts Legacy DLC. This is a failing company. This company is doomed. They're going to always be chasing Disney, and I don't want to be associated with losers. In life, you lose enough as it is. Why would you want to get invested emotionally in a company that's going to keep losing? We are invested emotionally in Xbox because we're winning over here. Phil Spencer goes out of his way to get us games in Game Pass every month. Phil Spencer is invested in buying intellectual properties. Phil Spencer is invested in growing the Xbox brand. I don't care what the console sales say, because to me, that's a red herring. Oh, well, PlayStation sold more consoles. They did? Where's the games at? Where's the games at? No one can answer that fucking question, Hebot. No one can answer that question, Sega Man. Where are the games at? So to me, if you want to invest in something, invest in Xbox because they're a growing company. Invest in WWE because they're a growing company. I don't want to invest in a company that just canceled Hogwarts Legacy DLC. I don't want to personally invest in a company that just canceled the Wonder Woman game. So that's where I'm at with Warner Brothers. I don't think that anybody should invest any time, any energy, any mind share or thought into Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is dead to me. The company that I've loved since childhood, since birth, is dead to me. And that's what you do. When you're in an abusive relationship, Sega Man, you get out of that abusive relationship. And Warner Brothers and me has been an abusive relationship. I told you I love the DCEU. You said, fuck me. I told you I wanted a Mortal Kombat arcade collection. You said, fuck me. I told you I wanted a Wonder Woman game. You said, fuck me. I told you I wanted more Fantastic Beast movies. You said, fuck me. Now, that's 5 times you said, fuck me. I'm not going to let you say fuck me a 6th time. I'm out. Fuck Warner Brothers. And that's why I said fuck PlayStation. PlayStation said fuck me too much as a consumer. So I said I'm out. Microsoft and Xbox have said, we got you over here. We got you. Don't even worry about it. We got games coming. We got you. And guess what? You ain't even got to pay for these games. So to land my plane, none of this surprises me about Hogwarts Legacy DLC being canceled. Their most successful game, Warner Brothers games, in a decade, they canceled the DLC. Nothing that David Zaslav does surprises me. I don't even exist in that universe with Warner Brothers. They're a losing company. They will always be chasing Marvel. They will always be chasing Disney. And at this point, fuck them. You know shit is sad when you chasing Marvel. They ain't had a good movie in years. You know shit is sad when you chasing Disney. I don't want to be associated with that. I'd rather be associated with Xbox. Xbox is winners. I want to be associated with Studio A24. Those guys are winners. I want to be associated with Paramount. Paramount just knocked that out of the ballpark with Gladiator 2. If you ain't seen that shit, Sega man, that shit was batshit insane.
That is a good movie.
That speak on this shit, talk. Yo, Warner Brothers are losers. I don't want to be associated with them. Fuck them, and I'm gonna land my plane and move on to Hebot, because if Hebot is in here, we were talking about the success of Assassin's Creed Shadows and talking about this shit here.
Now, E-Rock, I'm not gonna say it's better than the first one, but it's
No,
right
of course
up there.
not. Yeah,
It's right
of
up
course.
there.
That's right. That's right. And people need to stop comparing Gladiator 2 to the first Gladiator. The first Gladiator is a
Can't
classic,
do that.
but Gladiator 2 is fucking good, man.
Yeah, it is.
Denzel did the damn thing, did he not? Shit.
Denzel he made the movie.
Denzel did the damn. He told the white boy, "What are they gonna do to Dondas? If you don't know, you don't know." But Chuck know. fucking Denzel. He's like, in order to restore peace, I need power. Denzel was on fire in that shit.
Denzel was on fire that whole entire movie.
Hey, Chuck, tell these niggas. It starts out as a sequel to Gladiator, and you're like, "Yo, okay, this is okay. This is good. A lot of action, new scenes. Sequel to Gladiator." Then about I'll say when the third act starts, and the boy Pedro Pascal goes into the Coliseum, the general, the movie takes a left turn, right, Tuck? It takes a fucking left turn. If y'all ain't seen Gladiator 2, man.
And that one water scene when they in the arena.
That was dope. That was dope.
I'm like,
that was dope. That was dope. I'm gonna tell
you another good movie too. Have you seen this one yet? Dean of Thieves 2?
No, I haven't done the Thieves. I haven't seen it. That's good.
Dude, that is a good movie. That's
okay.
Good. They're in production for the third one already.
Okay. All right. Man, did we leave
like this? Ice Cube son,
mm-hmm.
He is coming on his own to be a pretty good actor now.
That nigga is black and he got the most Irish name ever. His name is O'Shea Jackson.
Yep.
Ice Cube son. Did we lose Hebot?
All kind of languages too.
Hebot?
Oh God, dog.
We lost him.
He ain't there?
No. But Sega man, I'm gonna get your thought, man. What do you think about fucking Warner Brothers games just canceling all this shit, man? The Hogwarts Legacy DLC, the Wonder Woman game. I don't know if you had any hype for it, or if you even played Hogwarts Legacy, man. But like, basically, the whole gist of this is Warner Brothers games just saying, "Fuck making any kind of money. Fuck the fans." Like, what do you think about this, man?
I think that's a dumb move I think that's a really dumb move that they're doing. Why would you want to cancel the Hogwarts DLC? The game did phenomenal. It did very phenomenal. So why would you want to cancel that? You should want to capitalize on that and get the DLC out. It's going to make more money, bro. It's going to bring more money to them, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy that they did that, man. That's crazy that they did that, man. And you know what? Yeah. You're right about Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers had some shit back in the day. I mean, I have the old school at home. I forgot when I picked it up, but I have the old school DVD of the original show, Captain America.
That's Marvel now.
Well, with Marvel, yeah, you know what I mean. With Marvel, with that dude in there. What's his name in there? And that was taking me back, with that. But that's crazy. That's really crazy what they're doing, man. Warner Brothers used to be the shit. They used to be the shit back in the day. They had the best movie, everything. They used to be the shit, bro. They're like a shell of themselves right now. They really are, man. They are. Their old school shit is bomb. Like you can go back and watch that old shit for some nostalgia reasons, but now they're just they're like a shell of themselves, man. I'm very disappointed. It was a great American movie company, man. I don't know what happened to them, man. Like TriStar. Remember TriStar? Like all these companies, they were on point, man. Like WB is just they're like a shell of themselves, man. Like you said, they're trying to follow Disney.
Who's running Warner Brothers right now, anyway?
There's a dude named David Zaslav. He used to run Discovery.
Okay.
And what happened was Discovery and Warner Brothers merged, and they put him in charge. And it's been nothing but bad news for 4 years.
So he's ripping the whole doggone thing apart then.
It's like
Yeah, man.
it's like he gutting it so he could sell that shit or something.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like I heard a lot of people, Iraq. I don't know if you give me your opinion on this or Tuck, but I still don't own, and I'm going to buy it physical because I want it physical. I want Mortal Kombat 1 physical. You know the new one called 1?
It's a good game.
Mortal Kombat 1?
Yeah.
The newest one. I do want that, but I heard a lot of people didn't really like that Mortal Kombat.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
And I'm going to be the judge of that, and I'm going to believe you when you tell me that because I am getting it. I'm probably going to get it next week on a sale on the thing. I'm going to buy a physical, but I want it because I have the rest of them. I have all the Mortal Kombats, so I definitely want it. But as far as WB, brother, I don't know, man. They just went left, bro. They're like a mere shell of themselves, man. Like that was a big mistake throwing out with the Hogwarts Legacy DLC, bro. That was just something that was stupid to do.
They're just doing crazy fucking shit over there, man. It's hard to get behind them, man. It's hard to get behind them.
You're right. They might end up, like something might end up happening to them, like being sold and stuff like that too. Like you were saying, like that dude rolling them and shit, man. They might have to get somebody to get them up out of there, trying to save them. You know what I mean? And watch it might be Microsoft. You never know.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, you finished the Vow?
The Mortal Kombat movie that's about to come out. I hope they don't mess that up.
No, that
Mortal Kombat movie was good. That was good.
Yeah. Hey, that's gonna come out. Yeah.
Hey, E-Rock, man, I gotta ask you a question because you mentioned this when you was talking. Not to get off topic, but I seen the little trailer of Doctor Doom. Now, I'm a big fan. I always liked it. The evil. For some reason, I always liked the evil characters. I liked it, Doctor Doom. It was just something about Doctor Doom I liked. But with Robert Downey, I don't know, man. He doesn't. When I seen the trailer, I'm like, nah, man. He's just that's Iron Man. He's not, to me. He's not Doctor Doom. He's not Doctor Doom, man.
Everybody think that it's a swerve because Doctor Doom is supposed to be like this dude from like fucking Eastern Europe,
yeah.
So everybody thinks it's a swerve. Oh, yo, Emmanuel A1, yo, Gladiator 2 is lit, my nigga. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't listen to any of the haters. Like, Gladiator 2 is lit, dude.
It's great.
Do you guys agree with me though?
What about Doctor Doom? Like,
he just doesn't seem like he could. I mean, to me, he'll always be. To me, because I took my son when he was younger to see the Avengers. That was a heyday. I mean, taking my son there was so glad to do that. But he just, to me, will always be Iron Man. I just don't see him as being Doctor Doom. When I seen that trailer, I'm like, no, he just doesn't. He don't fit the criteria, bro.
Here's the thing.
Hey, man, if there's one thing I do know, if there's anybody that can knock that character out, it would be him.
No, because no, I don't think he can because the character is supposed to be Eastern European. He's supposed to be Eastern European. He's supposed to be built like a fucking tank. And I don't see how. So this whole thing has to be a swerve leading to the next phase of Marvel. And the thing is, like, even though I was giving Disney praise for not rebooting Marvel, I think it should have ended a long time ago. I think you just dragging this shit on now. They got a new superhero group coming out that nobody cares about. The Fantastic Four movie looks kind of interesting because it's Pedro Pascal, but like they just dragging it. Say whatever you want about the DC extended universe. It came, it went, and it left. Okay, thank you. We had it. It's gone. Sometimes I don't know if you guys remember a year ago I was talking to Others Inc. saying that maybe Halo and Gears of War need to have one final chapter.
Yeah,
because
I remember.
When you keep dragging shit on Sega, man, it loses its effectiveness. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It loses its. Shit gets stale. Look at Star Wars. Shit gets stale.
We haven't had a Gears of War in so doggone long. So it's not like they wearing it out because they not. I mean, we haven't had one. So we haven't had a new one in so long. So it's about that time.
You're right, and I don't mind this Gears of War prequel coming out called Emergence Day. All I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying is that send Marcus Phoenix and send Master Chief out while they're still relevant. Does that make any
yeah,
sense?
yeah,
Send them out before, because let's be honest. I don't. It's just my opinion. I think Marvel is irrelevant. Is irrelevant. And if you look at the box office of the movies, that last Captain America shit did not do great. Like this is what happens when you drag shit on forever. Like
mm-hmm.
soon, like either let it go out on a high note. Like back in 1991, Captain Kirk and his crew went out on one last mission. You got, or the Dark Knight trilogy, and everybody
Yeah,
was
yeah,
mad because Christopher Nolan stuck to his guns and said, "No, this is a trilogy. It's over. I'm not making no more Batman movies." Right? So they had to reboot with a different dude. Shit has to come to an end. It's the way of all things, and to keep dragging the Marvel Cinematic Universe out is just. I mean, look. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But the box office of Captain America and Brave New World can't be wrong. Nobody wanted to go see. Nobody asked for this shit. Nobody asked for the Eternals. So Gears of War will probably do good. But me as a writer and as a creative person, I would Gears of War 6 would be the last one, and let
yeah.
Marcus Phoenix and them go out in one last blaze of glory, and
Mm-hmm.
then you would have like this high mark that you could talk about, like, man, that was great, that was fantastic. Instead of
Yeah.
dragging out Kratos and his son for one more adventure. Instead of these characters are tired, man. We need look. That's why I'm so amped about South of Midnight. We could have a franchise here. Let's just see how this goes with a new girl, a new protagonist. And yes,
Yeah.
I understand. Zeke, I understand the Halo universe is far more than the Master Chief. Just like the Star Wars universe is more than the Skywalker family. And we see how that's doing. Like nobody gave a fuck about the Acolyte. No, they turned against the Boba Fett shit. Like sometimes, Zeke, I know you can't see it right now because you're a Halo super fan. But sometimes you could drag shit on past this shelf life. God of War has gotten like stale bread. How many times can you drag out the low? That's why Assassin's Creed
Well, I
they
mean,
always mix shit up. They always mix shit up. The next Assassin's Creed might be in Salem, Massachusetts, or something. You gotta mix shit up,
hey, but
or else.
Erod,
Go ahead.
Erod, there's only one thing about the accolades. See, this is what I'm just saying. People see, they talk about the accolade just because of the character and the person who made it. That is my big deal with that series right there.
What are you
Because
saying?
they
About what series?
talk about the characters who made it and the director who directed it. That's what I'm talking about. The Acolytes was good as far as I'm concerned. Because those lightsaber battles that they had in that series, that's the best lightsaber battle I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I've ever seen. It was going
I hear that talk, but what the streaming services go by, they go by watch numbers. They go by how many motherfuckers watch that shit.
The only reason why people wouldn't watch it because they down the character.
I hear you. I hear you talk. I hear you talk. I hear you.
But just to me, it wasn't even about a part of Anakin Skywalker's life. It was 100 years before he even was born.
I hear everything you saying, dude. I hear everything you saying.
It was taken away from the Star Wars lore a little bit.
Fuck being a historian tonight, man.
Started.
No, he loves his Star Wars, and I appreciate the shit out of that. It's just Disney.
Disney. Like a Star Wars. About me liking the story because I love Star Wars.
I hear you, brother.
It's like I'm like this. It's like this. The first one that what's his name did, the Star Wars director did, I liked it. The middle one I didn't like because I think Kennedy messed that up. But I blame that on J.J. Abrams because he should have made direction on all three.
They didn't want him to make it on all three. They didn't.
Huh?
They didn't want him on all three movies.
But I like the last one. I like the last one. And I'm gonna tell the reason why I like the last one. Because JJ and I love the last one because JJ had to do what he had to do to turn around and try to save it. When Kennedy killed off Luke Skywalker, I'm like, what in your mind that you doing that for, lady? What are you doing that for? To prove a point? The point is, I didn't have no problem with Ray being the character of what was going on. I did not have no problem with her doing that. But what I did have a problem with in that second one, in the segment they let Kennedy do, the problem that I had with that one was that they killed Skywalker off. They did not tell you where this girl came from. They should have told you where this girl came from right there in the second one of the last three. That's what they should have did.
Yeah. Hey, sorry to cut you off, Tuck, and having a great discussion. Unfortunately, I do got to wrap it up. And so real quick, we're going to just hot shot our final topic. No outros today, guys. So give your final thoughts on something other than Assassin's Creed you've been playing and you enjoyed in 2025. Go, Sega Man.
Oh, can I say something real quick? Unlimited?
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick.
But please be quick, because I do got to wrap it up.
Hey, man, I just got to say this, man. It was a great show tonight, Unlimited. And I want everybody to leave and just take this with them, man. I gotta take a shot at something, man, real quick, man. It's real funny to me how, Indiana Jones, brother, and Forza Horizon 5 is a #1 pre-order on Sony, man. When it's our games, man. You know what I mean? We're sitting back laughing with cigars and drinks, bro. But you guys enjoy our games, all right? Peace.
Yep.
Good stuff. But is there anything that you've been playing that you want to talk about real quick, Sega Man?
I tell you what, those 3 games that brother E-Rock talking about, I beat all 3 of those games. I've been playing the new one with the shooter that looks like the anime, the one you said, what was it called again? Can't remember, but it looks like an anime shooter. Was in the Game Pass. I've been playing that one. I forgot the name of that game. It looks like a kind of like a cyberpunk shooter.
I forgot the name of it too. Shit.
Unlimited knows what he said what it was.
Mullet Mudjack.
Yeah.
What was it again?
Mullet Mudjack.
Yeah. I've been playing that, Brother Unlimited, and you know what, Unlimited? I've been going back, man. I've been going back and playing some of these games that I haven't been playing yet. Went back to play some I started and didn't finish, or I'm in the middle of, like Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I've been playing some of that. I downloaded my Yakuza games that I had in there from a long time ago when I got them on sale. So I'm basically, brother, just going back to games that I was didn't finish and playing them again until the new games come out. Till the new games come out, man. So basically, just gone into my backlog, brother. Awesome playing stuff. Games, man. You know what I mean? Until South of Midnight, which I'll be doing tonight.
Great. The South of Midnight releases next week. All right.
No, I mean order. You know what I mean? Pre-order.
Oh, Tuck, man. Any games you've been playing, real quick?
Oh man, like I said, I've been playing the hell out of that Call of Duty. I just got through with Indiana Jones. I enjoyed the hell out of it. For the first time in my lifetime history, I'm actually going back finishing the add-ons, because normally when I finish a game, I'm done. Once I finish it, I'm done. But other than that, man, I'm enjoying gaming. I'm like what Sega Man said. Let these mofos from PlayStation Bill cry all they want to, because they playing our games and that's it. And they even thinking now that Microsoft was actually putting some games on that system, because they actually got something to play for the first time in maybe 3 years? I mean, I'm talking about a game that's come out in their studio. So, they actually think, besides the original busters that always complain about games, but they really enjoying some of these. I'm talking about the real game. They really enjoying that Microsoft is putting some of these games onto the PlayStation. Yeah. So outside of that, man, that's really all I got to say.
Great stuff. And yeah, the chat mentioned PlayStation putting more games on Nintendo. Yeah, Sony's a third-party publisher as well. But yes, E-Rock, man, any other games other than Assassin's Creed you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, just let everybody know, man. FYI, Game Pass is on fire. Adam Fall dropped today. Avowed is currently available. Expedition 33 is coming soon. Doom: The Dark Ages is coming in May. Ninja Gaiden Black 2 is available now. South of Midnight is coming, I believe, next week. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is
Yep,
coming
that's
soon
another
to Game
one.
Pass. And a game that D is looking forward to called Towerborn is coming in a couple of weeks to Game Pass. So if
We're
you
eating good over here.
Sega man, thank you for finishing it.
Yeah,
we're eating good over here.
Yeah, man, it's been nasty. If you guys, so check out this game Split Fiction as well. It's a co-op game, truly excellent game as well. That just came out maybe a week or two ago. That's one that I need to hit some people up to play myself, but it's fantastic. Like I said, guys, another fantastic start. This generation, I think, has been brilliant this year. But I do got to get going. So you guys have a great rest of your week. Have an excellent weekend, and we are out.
Bye-bye.
Peace, baby. Peace.